Unfortunately, I didn't start this recording in time, so you missed Ozzy saying, "It's just us today." On with the show. It's just us, yes. And the ghost of Richard, and the suggestion of Alex.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm picking up readings, Captain. Something's coming through from the Andromeda Galaxy.
Keep an eye on it.
It's only small blips. A bit of background echo. Oh, no, I've lost it.
Keep scanning. Full power. I want to know what sort of instrumentation would make that noise.
Well, that was my mouth and my finger. Oh.
There we go.
We have transmission from Andromeda.
Plugged in the wrong
On
USB
screen.
cable. Welcome, foolish humans, to the Andromeda Empire.
Still sounds like he's there, so yeah.
Yes, the transmission is a little bit slow, unfortunately.
Greetings. We are a peaceful mission. Sorry, a peaceful mission.
Greetings. I feel there might be some delay between our two starships. So you're feeling this as well?
I'll try and boost the signal, Captain.
Do what you may.
Yes, there is a little bit of a delay. It's quite difficult.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure we'll sort that out.
Will we? How?
Yes, hopefully.
Well done. Cool. Hello.
Hello.
Well, we are here, yeah.
How are we doing?
We're good. Aren't we?
Good. Yes.
We'll go with yes.
Well, it's a lovely grey Friday
Isn't it just?
here on the day of the March rather.
Yeah.
The 5th
Yeah,
of the March. You take 5 steps forward and
Take
20
one
steps
step
back.
Yeah, no, that sounds like us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, give it some time. Richard's gone back to his distant cave system in Andromeda.
Not intentionally.
My channel's going to regenerate into a Pokemon channel again.
Is that what seems to be getting your views up at the moment?
No, it's just because we're going back to the past.
Oh, okay.
And so
okay.
then, Ozzy, you're going to do like live action Doctor Who like fan films,
Or gaming videos that don't get any views.
Then I'll
Yeah.
go back to actually making content.
just like. No, your allowed role in the past is as a guest on this channel.
That's it. That's all I'm allowed to do. That's it. No more, no less.
As outlined in the scriptures.
Good grief.
Yeah, and also you're doing the gaming videos that get no views, so that's like every one of my channels that isn't the EU4 one.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Well, this week I listened to Flip Flop off of Big Finish.
Oh, yes.
It's really good. So,
Yeah.
you know how...
I can remember it being good, I just can't really remember it.
Because I'd mentioned Creatures of Beauty before that I listened to that was all about sort of like cause and effect and predetermination and all that kind of stuff. And Flip Flop is like, it's like that, but
It's kind of
much more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good.
I will give it a listen.
Yeah, all the
Just
story
give
kind of
some
happens
Big
in...
Finish a listen. Just dibble your toes
Yeah.
in. Dip your tip in. Maybe we should have like just a live over the lines listening of a audiobook together one day.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
I vote Chimes of Midnight.
Chimes of Midnight is a good one. I wouldn't
It's a
mind
good
going back one day.
Yeah, it was all kind of just for the benefit of the day. I know we mentioned it before, but it was a while ago.
At some point.
Yeah, in Flip Flop, it everything doesn't always happen in the order that it originally happened. And things change when you change the past, which can cause confusion.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Interesting.
It reminded me a bit of Primer, the film,
Haven't seen
where
that.
it's just like
Nah.
it's another it's a time travel based film, and they have to keep going
I've
back
heard.
to fix things that they've done, and there ends up being like several copies of them in one place, and they just end up making things worse. And like, yeah, it's a great film. That it's been on my list to rewatch that. Actually.
Kind of Father's Day on crack.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what was that indie game that had that sort of same idea where you could rewind time and use past versions of yourself?
Oh,
Prince of Persia.
Life is Weird?
No. It was kind of like an indie side-scrolling kind of thing.
No, I don't know.
But yeah, no, it reminded me a lot of Primer on the bits where the characters
Braid.
kind of say
There
things
you
like, "Oh, we went to the past and now the future's not what we want it to be, so we better just go back to the past again." It was very sort of like, "Oh no, don't make the same mistake again." Braid, did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, Braid.
Braid. Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen the bits about that.
I think the one you mentioned of was Life is Strange, I think.
Oh, Life's Strange, yeah.
Yeah, Life is Strange.
I said Life is Weird. I thought, yeah, but yeah.
That was
Same
the sequel.
thing.
Yeah, same thing. Really.
Life is seared or life is range.
Life is Rage.
Life is range.
Life is just a
Life is
little
range.
bit odd, but all in all pretty average.
Life is certainly there.
Oh,
Life
this
is
spoonerism reminds me. I've been on a big Wheel of Time binge at the moment because I imagine the series is meant to be coming out this year, so I've been rereading it to refresh my memory. But I'm on the second book, which is called The Great Hunt, which I either call it The Great Hunt or I call it The Hate Grunt, which just
The Hate Grunt, which was what I yeah.
when you yeah, exactly. I sat down to read it the other night and just went
It's a bit like when British people sigh and roll their eyes with a but it's a hateful version.
yeah.
Oh, tickles the throat.
You can just imagine
Tickles
over like
the throat.
an alien David Attenborough, Davvid'onus Attinbroixion, that'll be his name. Just like, and here we see the males engaging in intimidation play to show which is the stronger, and therefore will be king of their triad.
It's just Tim Allen, isn't it?
Good God. Right.
So many episode title potentials in this last conversation.
Is that all this podcast is? Just a way for you to get interesting titles?
Yeah, I think this is going to be one with several titles all written in the description.
It's like how Doctor Who and the Pirates has two official titles
Yes.
as the Doctor Who and the Pirates, or The Lass Who Lost a Sailor.
By the way, Rich, you weren't here when I mentioned that I'd listened to that, and it was also really good.
Yes.
Okay. No, I missed last week as I was redecorating my room.
Is it still kind of sounds like you are at the moment? Is it still quite empty and echoey?
No, it's getting more filled. I just need to sort of figure out why it's. God's sake.
Is he the bloke decorating it?
Yes, he is the bloke decorating it.
Okay.
I just need to figure out why it's being so weird with the audio. Still not quite sure on it. But,
Are you in a different location physically in the room?
yes,
Okay.
I'm on the other side of the room, facing 90 degrees to my right.
Hang on, as we come up hang on. So as I got the stairs in your house, right?
Yeah, it's the same room.
So the room on the right, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah. So now
except now it's instead of having the.
sorry, I just doxed your room.
Oh no! It's up the stairs on the right. Left.
No, don't say it again.
So the desk used to be on the far right-hand corner from the door,
Yeah.
facing the wall, so the window was on my right.
Yeah.
I have now swapped it over to be on. If you're looking at the desk with the window on your right, It's now on the left-hand side of that in the corner, but rotated 90 degrees, so I'm looking out the window.
Oh, okay. That makes sense as well. There's more echo then, because your voice is coming off the window and the wall behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to figure that out somehow.
Put jagged foam over the window.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say the only other option is to move it around again.
No, it might help.
I'll give it a try. Hang on.
Oh. Look at us pretending we know anything about audio technology, audio technicianry.
Well, there was me up until like 2-3 weeks ago that thought the foam on the walls was for soundproofing, and I was like, that does nothing for soundproofing. There's fucking gaps between it.
Say again, sorry.
How's that? This any better audio-wise, or is it still the same?
It's a little bit better.
It is, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
There's still a slight echo, but it's not as cavey.
Okay, so I've come from the Andromeda Galaxy to the edge of our galaxy.
Well, you're kind of still in Andromeda, but you're out of the cave now, and you're back in glorious.
I'm on the surface of Glornax 6.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh no! I just docked my planet.
Oh no.
Not glorious Glornax 6.
As long as you don't tell them it's in Z sector.
Oh. No.
Oh. What have I done? And this is live as well.
I mean, jokes on you, Kristian. I've been in Z sector for years.
Oh, okay. My mistake. What was I going to say? Yeah, no, you were talking about the jagged foam. Acoustic, that's the word.
Yes. Acoustic foam.
Yeah. And when I bought mine, there was like they have like all the pictures of it. I got it from Amazon. And one of the pictures was a screenshot of reviews with then the manufacturer or the seller had put a little comment next to each one saying, "Don't be like these people." It won't help. And the reviews were real, so I don't know whether they were fake reviews that they used in the screenshot or something that they didn't want. They wanted to highlight them to stop people rating it lowly because that's obviously hurts your sales. So that tends me to think that they must have been real reviews. But like someone gave it 1 star saying, this didn't stop any sound getting into my office at all. And this was in the screenshot with the comment next to it saying, "This doesn't block sound. Research what you're buying first." It was pretty honest and brutal.
Don't complain about this not doing the thing you thought it would do when it quite clearly doesn't do the thing that you bought it for.
Yeah.
It even says in the description that it doesn't do that.
Yeah. Does not block sound, only muffle.
And that was quite funny. I've obviously seen sellers reply to reviews before saying, "Oh, I think you're mistaken," or whatever. But I've never seen them call it out in the product picture, just saying, "Don't be like this idiot."
But what would reviewers want with boats?
Geez, I've forgotten what I've said that led to that.
Yeah, same. I was trying to figure it out. There's 3 degrees of separation. I'm trying to think how you got there.
What did I say?
You've seen sailors saying stuff to the reviewers.
Yeah.
Sailors.
I'm afraid. Yes.
I'll clean myself out.
I think that was about 3 degrees too far.
I'm not going to keep up that whole thing. But yeah.
What's today's topic of conversation?
I've listened to Flip Flop.
I've got a mock title sequence for the D&D.
Oh.
See if I can do this.
Because there is actually a little bit of gaming news that I didn't actually get to discuss yesterday or last week. Because I wasn't here.
Oh, is that the PKMN?
Yeah.
PKMN is short for Pokémon.
Done.
My God, is it?
Yeah. When you say it out loud as well, and there's one more syllable.
Are we all seeing? Oh.
Seeing is believing.
Yes, I'm watching.
Haha. Here's a nice normal person and an ordinary person. Show us your wand. Harry Potter.
This is where it'll be like live action things going into us. And I want more pictures as well.
There's no H on the end of Hannah.
Is there one at the start?
Fantastic Fools and Where to Find Them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can we just freeze on that title for a second so I can view it in all its glory? I love the animation as well on that first bit. That was awesome. Nice.
Fantastic fools and where to find them.
That's great.
We got a show here, lads.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I stick that in the video for this?
Yeah. I don't know how much of it you want to. Just because it goes by quite quick. It's one of those title sequences you're going to have to pause by quite a bit.
A Japanese one. An anime one.
Do you see where I got my inspiration?
Yeah.
It's very Saturday morning anime thing. And this will have the whole Power Rangers moment where it has moments of us doing something in an episode live action. It'll freeze frame and then it'll morph the live action into our characters.
Oh, nice.
was that Hagrid off the top of the page?
Should we go for the teachers? Should we go for all the teachers? I hate how.
Just press spacebar, that pauses it.
Well, so we go. Well, guess. Can we do guesses?
Okay, so we got McGonagall,
Yep.
Trelawney,
Yep.
Friends,
Yep.
whoever that is.
I don't know who that one is.
Oh.
Oh, is that the dad? Is that
That
sounds
one,
to be the dad teacher?
Wait, which one? Which ones are we talking?
The one your mouse was pointing at.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
No, it's Madam Pince, the librarian.
Ah.
That well-known character.
That well-known character.
And then
I was just trying to find things to fill in the gap. That's why I've got Professor Binns. Who the fuck cares about Professor Binns?
not even he
Madam-
cares about him.
Yeah, Madam Trelawney. He just died and forgot to stop.
Yeah.
They got Slughorn, Hagrid.
Professor Voff.
Hey.
Sprout.
Flitwick.
Flitwick.
Madam Hooch.
Yeah.
Is that
We've got
Alex?
No, that's my sister. That's Ray. That's Trina, the bitchy Slytherin. There's Charlie, Hannah, Alex, Ken, Mitch, and Title.
That is amazing.
Do we want to try and see what some of these are?
Okay, so we've got a Quidditch match.
Not quite.
On a broom and...
Not quite clear. You didn't read the lore, did you, Rich?
I did, but it's been a while. I've been very busy the last couple of days.
Well, basically, how Alex joins the team, it starts because we have a race to see what's better, brooms or enchanted technology. And he gets pissed off
those are
because...
speed lines. I thought it was a river.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Sorry. Running away
Kristian
from...
playing chess with Ray.
That's also a clip from the lore
Yeah.
where McGonagall catches us. Oh, as is it's kind of seeable behind things. Is that one where Mitch has been caught in the sorting ceremony and taken to McGonagall? And then the animation. I'm not perfecting that animation. That's pretty much going to be what that stays like. They're very animatic.
Looks good though. I love it.
We'll see how I go. If it gets any popular, I might add the missing frames between the animation. But for the moment, I'm going to keep it animatic. Just it keeps it very comic booky feel.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, actually, there's more pictures.
Oh yeah.
So Charlie doing
a bit more to the back, a bit more for that, isn't there?
Yeah, these you can see a lot better.
Yeah.
I might just throw in a couple of the ones you don't see as well in the start bit.
Yeah.
These I want pictures going throughout the whole thing. So whereas gaps on the edges, there'll be more.
Oh right, yeah.
So it goes from that straight into just constant pictures moving.
So we got Charlie having a...
Oh.
It just makes me think of Skinner and his crazy explanations. Superintendent's gonna need his medications.
So yeah, magic cooking.
Yep.
Care of magical creatures, where Mitch is the only one excited. Us trying to take down a hippogriff that was all riled up. Professor Voff teaching about plugs.
And a rubber duck. Nice. Alex playing Quidditch and me in the
That was
library.
an actual one of him playing Quidditch, yeah. And then us in the library.
I love it.
And pictures I've started doing but I haven't added yet is us guys pulling an evil demon back into a teapot. Ford tackling down a troll from the Ford Anglia story.
It's a teapot, not a rice cooker.
No. We're British. Come on. The moment Sir Niffleton steals Alex's wand. And one of Hoots Mackenzie flying off into the distance. Because in very cartoony fashion, he has the whole aviator hat and goggles.
He flies towards the setting sun, and then as he's about to disappear, you see a little door open in the wall, and he flies through there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Nice.
That's incredible, dude. Love it.
Yeah, and
Good job.
I don't know what because obviously you're the
Hello, I'm Kristian.
director and writer. I'm the producer in a way because I've been coming up with all the lore and the backstory. So
Featuring.
what would your like production?
You don't get the
title
end credit.
be?
I haven't
Because-
done anything. I'm just featuring.
Yeah. I wanted to try and give
It's
us
all
all
right.
the
I haven't-
character credit and all production credit, though. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get. That's very nice of you
I
to
know.
do that, but I actually haven't done anything, so it's
No.
fine.
The character of Ken
Briber.
Murphy Foolish
Additional-
was created by Kristian.
Additional character design.
Okay, yeah.
Official briber.
Yes. Funding. Invisible Tower.
Well, if I'm funding it, I want to be an executive producer. That's how it works. No, I quite like additional character design. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
We brainstormed all the teachers as well.
That's
Yeah, true.
true. You know,
They're
based
more
on the short story of the Ford Anglia.
I was doing it as comic book scripts first,
Based.
but it wasn't really going any far. And then when John Voff did that thing, that's when I thought, all right, I'm gonna get in and do a proper story that I can send him. And it's kind of
say-
grown from there.
Based
Sorry.
on the works of Ozzy Level, not J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. Oh my god, you could actually do that because that's kind of where this all formed from. We don't have to credit her. Yay.
Yeah, I want to find a way of crediting her, but not crediting her. Do you get what I mean? Crediting the creation of it, but not. So not mentioning her by name.
Yeah, you could say
should
based on Harry
or should
Potter
I
or something.
literally just say Harry Potter was created by Just Kidding Growling?
No, not even that. Just have based on the Harry Potter stories.
Yeah.
Inspired by the Harry Potter stories.
Yeah.
based on the Wizarding World universe or something.
Inspired by the Wizarding World.
Yeah.
There we are. Created by Pampers.
What would you call it if J.K. Rowling went into space? AstroTurf. Oh, good dear. Right. Yeah. So.
I think
Yeah.
Rich wants to talk about Pokemon, even though we
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, and there's two other bits I just want to mention
Grunt.
briefly.
Oh, okay.
Fall Guys got bought by Epic Games.
Oh yeah, or the studio, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were UK based, so big up the UK.
Yeah.
Now owned by Tencent.
Yeah, and hopefully it's not good. They say it's not going to change anything, but we saw how Rocket League got changed.
The United Kingdom in association with Tencent.
God.
Soon.
Yeah. Also, it's the time is running out to get those exclusive Mario games.
Oh.
Just under 3 weeks until they disappear forever because Nintendo were fucking stupid.
That is stupid. Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing that.
It's mock scarcity, isn't it, or whatever the phrase is.
Yeah, but it's digital.
Yeah, but that's why it's mock.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Order now
Stupid.
before they're gone, because there might be people that wouldn't have bought them if they were available forever, but because it's limited, we'll say, oh, I better buy it then. And then the people who would have bought it anyway are still going to buy it, so they probably end up selling more than they would normally.
Yeah.
And then in a couple of years, they'll just re-release them again.
Probably. It just feels weird to like limit a digital product like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's e-commerce.
Yeah. Another rumor is that the Switch 2 is going to be announced soon with decent screen,
Yes.
like a 1080p screen and things like that.
Yeah, I think it was like 1 inch or half an inch diagonally bigger or something like that.
Yeah.
But there's no word on the hardware. What people are hoping is, because apparently it can support, the rumor is it will be able to support 4K via docked mode as well. So people are wondering whether they're going to release another type of dock for the new Switch. I don't know if it'd be backwards compatible or not, that would have a like a secondary processor in it. So you could only do up to like 720 or 1080 or whatever it is on the handheld mode, but as soon as you dock it, it can go up to 4K for your big TVs.
That'd be
That's the
interesting.
rumor. That is a lot of speculation, but yeah.
And it makes sense, and it's a good idea. Therefore, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Yeah.
That's never going to happen. Yeah. So that's the other biscuits that I had. So
Right.
Pokemon. Sorry, it's got to be 2 weeks in a row for everyone listening, but Diamond and Pearl remakes. Saw them coming a mile off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get brilliant Shining Pearl, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on them like I was Ruby and Sapphire, like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Were you expecting better graphics, or?
I was expecting something more along the lines of Let's Go, rather than Fire Red Leaf Green.
And you were disappointed that you didn't get that?
And yet, you're.
I meant Let's Go.
Are you someone?
Oh, graphics.
Are you
right,
someone who likes the graphical style of Link's Awakening?
See, Link's Awakening, I absolutely adored.
Because I think that's just what they're going for. Whether people like it or hate it, that kind of seems to be what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it's very much a.
We're keeping it to our roots. We're keeping it all small and little and top down.
The thing is, like Generation 4 and Generation 5 are a very difficult thing to redo, because Generation 1, 2, and 3 were very much sprite based, and Generation 6 has the 3D models, whereas Generation 4 and Generation 5 was sort of halfway between the two. So you can either do what they've done with this remake and make it just sort of like as it was, but a bit fancier and actual 3D, or you just go the full Gen 6 route and have it like full 3D models and recreate the world from scratch. And I don't know if it works. Like I'll wait for more footage to come out before I make a full decision.
I think what I said a couple of last week was it's kind of like I get that they're making everything the same scale and size as the originals, but because it's so HD, it just looks a bit odd.
Yeah, like it's almost too chibi. Like I haven't got a problem with chibi stuff. Chibi stuff is fucking adorable, but it's almost like really.
And then you go into a battle and they've got the full 3D models just like as a Gen 6, 7, or 8 game.
That's what bothers me. Like,
okay.
Got a person's about to do that. Why not do it all the time?
I did, okay. I see your point on that. That just feels like a cop out in a way.
It's not, it's not, because it's not going to stop me buying the games or anything.
Oh,
the
God,
game,
no.
it's pretty good to get diamond.
Yeah, only the one.
Yeah, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit weird.
I don't hate it, I'm just not sold on it.
Yeah.
I think it's fair, but then there's the other one, isn't there? The
what Pokemon Snap?
Breath of the
yeah, new Pokemon Snap.
I'm with that. It's one of those games that I'll get if I see it cheap enough one day, but I'm not in a rush to get it really.
Yeah, like there's a lot of nostalgia for Pokemon Snap. I can see why, it's good fun, but
like I've played Pokemon Snap. I like Pokemon Snap. I don't think I've got nostalgia for it though, because it was never a game I owned.
No, I think it would have worked a lot better if it had been sort of an AR kind of thing, or like had like motion controls built into it, so you could have like hold the Switch in your hands and you can actually like physically move around to move the camera.
Like you're driving the little.
Yeah, kind of like the Pokemon Dream Radar kind of thing it was.
Okay.
But like that, I reckon could if it has that as like an option, so like for handheld mode.
That might be fun, yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's just going to be the sticks, then that's going to be kind of okay. I don't know. It could be interesting.
But then,
shame there's not a full amount of Pokemon in there, so the select number again.
please understand.
And I think that was all the Pokemon
that's
news
all the
there
games,
was, I
yeah,
think.
Yeah, no, that was all the thing. Oh, there was Pokemon
Yeah.
Smile. That was the other one. The teeth brushing one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well. And there's that weird Breath of the Wild knockoff from some company, but I can't remember.
Legend of Arceus, Breath of the Monsters.
Sorry. So,
Legend of Pokemon, Breath of
the
Pocket.
Legends. So
Breath of the Catchums.
two things to mention. Number one,
Breath of the Sinnoh.
Yes.
Yep.
The Diamond and Pearl remakes are made by the same company that made Pokemon Home, which I thought was random as hell. But I guess if you've already worked with a company, you know what to do. But I presume they must have had.
And they already have all the HD models in Pokemon Home.
Yeah, I'm assuming they must have had to have hired like an entire new studio to make a 3DS Switch game after making effectively just like a menu browsing app. But there we are.
The DS Switch game, not 3DS Switch game.
And then, Legends of the Breath of the Arceus.
Legends of the Hidden Pokemon.
Yeah. Now, it's pronounced Arceus, and all throughout the presentation, they all pronounced it as Arceus, and I was sitting there thinking, surely you would have checked this first.
They said pronounce it as Arceus.
Well, yeah. I just never understand things. There was a song a few years ago that it was from Slumdog Millionaire the song was called Jai Ho, and that came out and then
Jai Ho,
Jai Ho.
Exactly.
That's cultural appropriation.
You've heard it before. Well, it's funny because the actual song itself does actually sound a bit like that.
Is that maybe that was the inspiration?
Maybe. But then one of the
point. Duh.
One of the girl groups of the day, whether it was like Sugar Babes or Atomic Kitten or whoever, I can't remember who it was. They obviously got hired to do a version of it where they just did some shit verses over a song that was already fine. And in their bit, they mispronounced it as J-Ho. And I remember hearing this on the radio at the time thinking, surely someone should have just said something when they were recording that. It's pronounced Jai-Ho, actually.
Sorry.
It's that sort of thing. Like if you're doing the voiceover.
No. They couldn't do Jai-Ho because that's copyright.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Jai-Ho is a completely original song from them.
God, do you think that might have been the actual reason?
God, I don't know.
It's the similar sort of thing where if you're doing a voiceover for the Pokemon company, stroke Game Freak, stroke Nintendo, about a game that has Arceus in the title, and you say Arceus, would you, number one, check how it's pronounced first. Number two, someone listens to it and goes, "Oh, you pronounced that wrong. Do it again."
Isn't that how they pronounce it in the anime?
The anime's fucking wrong, and the same problem applies.
I haven't seen it in the anime.
Where is like? I'm not disputing that your way you're saying it is correct. The way to say Arceus. Fuck's sake. But where did you get the pronunciation from? Was it on Cerebate or something?
But that's how it's pronounced in Japanese, and then it's just transliterated into English.
Oh, that'd be why. Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it might even be Arzeus. Because it's like Zeus, and they don't have a Z in Japanese. They would just put a S sound as the nearest thing. I didn't think they have a Z, do they, Ozzy? Have I got that wrong?
Not an exact
like
Z sound. No.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call it Arzeus from now.
So like, I don't know how they do it. Yeah, because my name translated into their alphabet is Ozzy. So the Z has to be turned into G.
Yeah. But yeah, no, in Japanese it's Arceus or something like that.
Yeah.
So if you actually search Arceus pronunciation into Google, there is a way that it says how to speak it. It says Arceus.
What is that? What is that says that?
There's a lot of debate on this, isn't there? At least it isn't as bad as Sushane.
There's a lot of debate. Some people are wrong, some people are right. That's
Arceus. A lot of people go for the solid K.
This is my hill to die on. It's Arceus.
I'm not disputing you at all. Like, I fully agree with you that it's Arceus.
We're at the stage now where after I went on a 5-minute rant, even if you find me definitive proof that I'm wrong, I'm unable to change my mind because of what I've already said. That's how this works.
This is my hill to die on, even if I am wrong.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then 2 weeks later, I'll just suddenly swap to using the other one without mentioning it. That's how it works.
Yeah, Arceus may be a combination of Archon, well, a Greek word that means ruler or lord, Arcanus,
Artron,
Archaic, or Archaetus, and Deus. So,
or
Arch and Deus.
the anal region.
Yes.
Wow.
Arceus.
RC, Ars.
Arceus.
It may also be a reference to Arcesius, the king of Ithaca, mentioned in the Odyssey, that was the son of Zeus.
Oh yeah, of course.
Arcesius. I'm going to go for that one.
Even that would be, if it's Greek, that would be Arcesius. Arcesius.
Arceus. Yeah, so shit, it would be a hard C.
But the Japanese is with a soft Arusiosu.
Oh. Arceus.
Okay.
I'm going with the Zeus thing. That's my headcanon now.
Yeah. So we've got a lot about the about the name of the game. What do you actually think of the game?
I'm afraid that's all we've got time for this week.
Yeah, we'll see when we get more details and stuff.
It's taken them 24 years to change the formula. Not counting the first year.
It's not really changed that.
I think
that much.
No, and I think, like I've said, is I'm tedious. It's not just going to be a game that tedious isn't the word, but it's the word I keep using.
Tentative. I thought of this when I was having a poo the other day.
Tentative.
Yeah.
Well, I'm worried that it's just going to be a game the size of like the wild area.
Yeah, see, I think if it's to scale, so like if Sinnoh is to scale, then fantastic. But I don't know, like it won't be the size of the wild area. That's too small. If it's going to be a full game, then it's got to be a full region.
And again, like how interactive is the world going to be as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Can you use Pokemon to chop down trees? Can you collect like firewood and food?
Well,
they'll probably do a cooking type thing. That's been big in Pokemon for a couple of
indie
years.
development studio Crows tweeted after the announcement, "Can we cook and eat the Pokemon?"
There we go.
Of course not. Never.
No.
Because despite the fact that nobody ever kills Pokemon, they do eat a lot of sushi.
Yeah, true. But yeah, no, I think that's a good point, though, actually. I hadn't thought of it from a serious point of view. I just thought of it from like a copy and Breath of the Wild point of view. But
it does seem to be based on Breath of the Wild's engine.
If there must be like berry trees and such that you can.
Oh yeah.
But then, are you going to be able to? Is it going to be like bounded, like where you can't climb stuff? And
no,
we just don't know at this point.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm a bit worried about. It's sort of like, is it just going to be dumbed down Breath of the Wild, but with a turn-based system added in?
That's the worry, yeah. It's just going to be, because when we spoke about it last week, it was like, it felt like they just kind of done it to shut people up.
Yeah.
Because everyone's been asking for it.
The world is open, but it's still the same mechanics.
Yeah, it feels like this isn't going to be like the main entry. Like this isn't like the next one. This is like very much a side story.
If it does have full exploration, like Ozzy was saying, like Breath of the Wild style, or whatever her name is, Lucy.
Breath of the style.
then that would be cool.
Yeah.
If it is like a full proper sort of survival game, but you can also just catch Pokemon to do shit and use the Pokemon to do shit. Yeah. I wonder if there'd be like a Pokeball crafting experience.
Well,
within
the
it.
Pokeball in the trailer did look like it was made. It was like wooden with a metal clasp on it. So
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah, so that implies that it's like early days of Pokeball. So maybe you do get to have to craft them yourself.
Yeah. Because that'd be interesting.
Yeah, because if it's rare, then there won't be a place for you to buy them.
No.
So
Yeah.
yeah, which would give
That's
which would
their
give
durability
trees
system.
a reason.
There we
Give what
go.
reason?
Okay.
Yeah, wood.
Okay. Cutting down trees.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so you can use like a scyther to cut down trees, or you would if scyther was in this game, which probably won't be.
Yeah, it's gonna have like 100 Pokemon in it.
Yeah, it's going to have the original Sinnoh ones, isn't it? Oh, plus Cyndaquil,
Yes.
Cyndaquil, Chicory,
Yeah,
no, Cyndaquil,
Rowlet.
Rowlet,
Oshawott?
Oshawott, yeah, there we go.
It's
Yeah,
nice of them
that's
to pick out some different starters.
Mm.
I wonder how they arrived at those 3.
There was actually a big theory about this, about
Oh.
the way that they meant different things.
Okay. It would have been cooler, seeing as they're talking about a big break from the formula, if they'd have gone for the oft prophesized what is like fighting dark psychic trio that people have been clamoring for.
Yeah,
Or like Dragon Fairy
yeah.
Steel, that would be a cool starting 3.
yeah. Here we go. Oh, all right. Oshawott is a creature the game's connection to feudal Japan.
Oh yeah, Samurai. Yeah.
Because of Samurott.
Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rowlet
Well.
resembles famous child of Robin Hood, whose legends originate from the same time as the Japanese practice of archery Kyoto. As for Cyndaquil, its connection seemingly has to do with the Japanese name of the third evolution, Typhlosion, is Bakafun, Japanese. Tyler's Monaco, so a form of military government which ruled through a portion of Japan's history.
Oh.
So yeah, all 3 of those final
They're
ones
referencing
have a different.
a different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool if it's intentional. It might just be a, like if you take, you can find a code in Moby Dick. If you pick a certain number of letters, like every 5 letters, you can find a passage that spells out like "kill the president" or something like that.
You can find that in anything. Let's be
You can
fair.
find links anywhere, but yeah, so it might be bollocks. But
See,
if it's not bollocks, that's a cool link.
Yeah,
Oh.
it does seem like that's very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with Samurott being obviously samurai based, you feel like that must be intentional. At least that
Yeah,
one.
it's got to be intentional.
Yeah. At least even if it's only one of the 3. You got samurai, a ninja, or a Robin Hood, and
Yeah, because you can't have Greninja in there as well.
and a stoat. Yes, you know.
You leave Typhlosion alone. You love
What did you say
Typhlosion.
it was? Bakafu or something.
Bakafun.
Bakafu, fuck boo too.
Whoa!
Honey badger. It's based on a honey
I
badger.
don't give a damn.
What was it? BAKFU?
BAKU
Achoo.
FU.
FUN.
FUN?
Oh,
It says
Oh!
Typhlosion Japanese.
I didn't hear the end.
F you. Spells fun.
Search Typhlosion Japanese. For
Oh,
God's
that's the
sake.
Japanese. No, but what's it based on that's linked to Japan?
Oh, I think it's like similar to the name of the like a police force that was around the era.
Ah, okay.
I think. I
didn't-
think.
Okay, I didn't hear
Don't
the
quote me
title.
on that. That's what I can glean from that article. Please feel free to tell me I'm wrong. Or there's another reason for it.
Bakufu means blast, and it's Bakufu and Typhoon according to Bulbapedia, but yeah. I don't know. Results inconclusive.
Inconclusive. But it's a skeleton with wings. Damn it! How could you not find anything? No.
No.
Oh, I did a Simpsons reference too obscure for you.
Ah, at least I know the episode now.
That episode is how I learned the word inconclusive.
Oh. Back when I was little, when I was first taught what the pause button on the remote did, was when I was watching 101 Dalmatians, so I thought it referred to the paws of a dog.
Yeah, that's very on brand.
What else? One foot in the grave. For some reason I never put together that a grave was a thing, and I always just thought because he says 1 foot in the grave when the tortoise like goes down a ledge, I thought it was just the name of that type of ledge. It's weird the funny shit you can't seem to figure out when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Or an adult.
I still don't know what a grave is.
I still don't know what death is.
Some kind of accent, I think, on a French letter.
I still don't know what my foot is.
In? What are you talking about?
What's in?
What is grave?
Ah.
That's the thing you put on chips, isn't it?
What stuff you
If you're from Yorkshire,
pave your drive with?
Oh, grave!
you feed it to Malcolm.
Tasty.
Well.
Tasty gravel.
Anything else from anyone else or anyone else there is?
Well, moving from one
Oh.
cute and cuddly monster collecting series to another,
Oh.
I've been going through the Digimon cards, the new ones.
Oh,
And-
like
haven't-
digitally, you mean?
Digitally, yeah, I don't own them, unfortunately. But I kind of want to now.
The artwork is great, isn't it?
Yeah. How many of them have you seen? Because I've basically
I've-
collected together just a load of the ones that are like anime, game, and then the Wormmon family.
I've only seen a few of them, just like here and there.
Well, let's see if I can do it like this.
Or you can do with this, and you can do with that, and you can do a piss, and you out of your twat.
Wow. High quality content.
Ah.
You think of something to rhyme with this and that as quickly as that. Oh.
So to start Omnimon, it sounded like someone just left. Are you both still here? Are you both
I'm
here?
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here.
I was just gonna say his ability is to am I still here now that I've clicked off?
Yeah.
Who said
Okay. I hear a from Discord every time I'm clicking a button off, and I think it's disconnecting something.
I was on my team's call earlier. We all we all do a camera based call on Fridays and have a little chinwag, like non-work related stuff. And someone on the team, she's old and doesn't understand technology. She went to a different window to like look at something as she was talking, and she just suddenly panicked and went, "Oh, can you all still see me when I'm on another window?" Yes. Anyway, please continue.
I didn't know how Discord screen share functionality works, but in reference to the movie, Omnimon's ability destroys clone Digimon,
Ah.
and Diaboromon's ability creates clones,
Ah.
and its baby form is coming out of a computer, like in the movie.
Oh, cool. This art
So
was great.
that's obviously taken from the movie animation. Oh yeah, Leomon. His ability involves him having to die.
That's brilliant.
Nice running gag with every Leomon that's
I do
ever
like 'cause
appeared.
previous the Digimon cards that have been out before have all had just the official artwork just on like a digital background, haven't they? So it's really cool that they're
yeah.
actually doing
They're Pokemon
doing this.
style, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
yeah.
I can't remember what this one's from, but I swear I've seen imagery of a Terriermon hanging from one of these like foreign
It's
style
not from
traffic lights.
it's not from the movie, is it? Because there's a little little
might
brother
be.
there.
It might be. But yeah, obviously
Whatever it's
him
called.
parading.
Revo.
Gandramon's in
Oh.
Factorial Town area. These two hanging out as
Huh.
they normally do.
Sukamon and
Now
Chumon,
this-
band of the tape.
This is a direct reference to the anime because there was an episode where
yeah,
these two came to the real world and literally just it was like Ferris Bueller's Day Off for
Yeah.
these two characters.
Because they were meant to be hunting for the Digidestined or something, weren't they?
But
And
they
just
Digimon just want to have fun.
true
But
when
then
the working day is done.
it just suddenly gets really dark because
I do know,
Myotismon
yeah.
catches them and just kills them outright. And because they're in the real world, they won't revive.
And no
And then-
slacking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wizardmon
everything to do with
chilling.
Wizardmon is cool.
And he's chilling in a tree as he did in the
what
anime.
happened to the thing inside the egg on his staff? Isn't there an eye in there normally?
Oh, maybe when he's using a move?
Mayhap.
I don't know. But then we go to the ones I found more interesting. The game-related ones.
Oh.
So, Gabumon's hiding behind a tree, where we find him in misty trees
Oh
in
my
the game.
god! Tanamon on the meat farm?
Tanamon in the... We have curling. This is the curling ring.
Curling is back! This is the
And
first time they've
behind-
ever referenced curling since the original.
Yes, and behind it, there's even a metal Mamimon, as you can sometimes meet in the curling rink.
I think even if
And
I
then-
only get like one card, it would be that one.
Oh, there's so many I want just from it.
There's
We
a
have-
Tsukaimon in Overdell.
Yep, Lord of the Mansion Grey. I'm thinking this might be ancient Dino. Where do they normally show
Yeah,
up?
it is around there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Saberdramon, that is. Oh, sorry,
You
I have got this.
first-
I've put this on screen, but I'm saying them out loud just for anyone who's just
No,
listening as
yeah.
well.
Some of them only have the Japanese text, so if there's non-Digimon fans, and Rich doesn't necessarily know, you can just look at the pretty artwork, Rich.
What?
Hey,
No,
the,
I am watching. Yeah,
the artwork looks cool.
yeah, it does.
Gyramon,
Yeah.
you first meet Wrecking Factorial Town. We're in Beetleland Gym,
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a shiny.
Trash Mountain.
Yeah.
I like these.
Oh, nice. Oh, what
So-
a comparison. Look at that.
Yeah. So an updated card with the original artwork.
But he's in Mount Infinity, isn't he? Because
Yes.
he's one of the bosses.
So is Garurumon, where you can find wild
that's
Garurumon.
actual Mount Infinity. Amazing.
This is basically shot for shot of the
Oh god, yeah.
intro. Metal Greymon versus Metal Mamimon. We'll see who wins.
We'll see who wins now.
These three,
That voice has got harder.
two of these two threw me off because that's
What?
Falcomon
That's
and
Falcomon,
that's
yeah.
Otanemon.
But what the
I
hell is?
honestly thought that middle one was a Dartrix.
But like they're like I found these ones on the like card official wiki thing, and these are the official Falcomon Otanemon.
So Falcomon. This is the original Falcomon, and then they did they did a different design one for the anime.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
I've never seen the Red Otamamon before.
No, I didn't know if
That's-
it was just because they're in a hot bath and it's turned them red.
Maybe they changed color. Yeah.
And then I just liked this one.
Oh yes.
It's like Betchy.
It's like a.
Oh,
yeah.
they've got cards of other games.
Nice. That's redigitized, isn't it? This first one.
Is that redigitized or next order? I can't remember.
That's not next order. No.
No, it's redigitized then.
Yeah.
Kunamon's bed.
Okay, he's been fed. Hey, is that Digimushroom like metal on the underside? We've never seen the bottom of a Digimushroom
Oh.
before.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Okay.
I love that there's
These-
so many. I mean, it's tailor made to make nerds like us buy them, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's obvious. But this one you
Yeah.
can just see a sign in Native Forest
Oh
behind
yeah.
Agumon, as well as the plug.
So we're just outside of the city, aren't we? Where he comes to
Yeah.
get you.
Greymon is literally outside of Gigimon's little cardboard.
Yeah, that's where he
box
comes.
house.
That's where you
And the
encounter him.
bank. Yep.
Amazing. I'm a plant.
I'm a plant. Meramon in the restaurant.
With Vadermon in the background.
Monochromon's shop.
Oh.
What in the background? Oh yeah,
Vadermon.
Vadermon. I didn't see him. It's because he blends in quite well with the
Yeah.
background. Gigimon's outside his house.
Lovely. Oh, this,
We have a Weedmon.
I'm
buying-
not paying that much. This is brilliant.
Did you know that Hakase Agumon had an assistant,
I did
Terriermon?
not. I did not.
An
But I
assistant
love it.
Terriermon, yeah. Misty Trees?
Yeah, what are they called? The dodgy ones.
I don't knock off
Morishalmon?
Shalmon? Probably. That one I just got because he's eating the meat, obviously.
Commander
And I
Mon,
thought-
that one's called.
Rich would quite like that. It's like an army Agumon.
That's very cool.
Oh yeah. Factorial Town. the arena.
Yep.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Yeah. He's eating the poo.
Why is he holding it up with a pair of palms? I love
Because he
it.
hasn't got fingers.
We're in Toy Town.
Yeah, it's even got the same floor and everything.
Yeah.
I
Have
love
more
it.
under that. And this one, I just like the look of it.
Oh wow.
And then the final selection is just my personal selection of all the work. This is my Digimon team.
Excellent. Oh, is that Bancho Stingmon?
Bancho Stingmon, he's in a card. Wormmon has got full card recognition.
I think that's the best art we've ever had of Bancho Stingmon.
Yeah. Rich, can you guess why these three in particular are part of my favourite line? What do they remind you of? Not as much as Justimon, who you won't know, but they've definitely got the same theme as something else I'm into.
So my initial guess is that they look like Scyther a little bit. But,
okay.
That's the wrong
no.
answer.
What?
They're bugged. They're beetle based.
Oh, Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Beetle
well,
Babes.
Tokusatsu, Mask
Yeah.
Rider, Kamen Rider, just that general thing.
Yeah.
And Wormmon was just my favourite in the anime. He's adorable.
Do you have a stuffed one of those?
I do.
Sorry, a plush, not a stuffed. It's two different things.
Well, and I've made a Minimon stuffed as well. But it's not as good quality as like the official bought Wormmon one.
So, cards aside, are you a Bancho Stingmon or a Grandad Coagamon?
I think I'm a Bancho Stingmon.
I can get behind that.
Just because this line looks like a Stingmon. The entire line.
It's consistent,
Yeah. It's
But
not
it just
like
randomly
you've
becomes
suddenly-
a huge beetle.
yeah,
thing.
you've suddenly gone from that to that.
Yeah.
Stingmon to Imperial Dramon. Like Dino Beamon?
Dino Beamon.
That is Dino Beamon, yeah. What's Fan Beamon? That was the other one.
Yeah.
That's where I get confused. Yeah, Dino Beamon still has enough of it, but then these two are a little bit too away from it. And Granddaddy Coagamon, I think, works better as a Coagamon line.
Yes, definitely. But I think what I read was the idea with the DNA ones is the reason there's always two is because Pale Dramon is the proper evolution of XVmon or whatever it is.
Okay, and then this is the proper
even without a
evolution of
DNA.
Stingmon.
Yeah, exactly. They just use the DNA to get the energy kind of thing. That's what the canon explanation of it is. And then Grandad Coagamon is the evolution of Dino Beamon.
Okay, I can see it in a way there. Yeah,
But yeah,
But
I
I think
agree. There's too much of
this is my
Beamon in
personal
there.
tamer line.
Yeah, it's cool that they've finally fleshed that out a little bit.
Yeah, just seeing them as a lineup, I love it.
And you get 5,000 DP from that Stingmon.
Oh. 5,000 dick points, just like a Stingmon has.
Or
So sorry, we're back now, Rich. We're back.
5,000 DP is equivalent to 10,000 regular penetrations. Well,
Biscuits.
no biscuits from me, dear friend.
I think that was...
All right then. So thanks for listening, everyone. If you've enjoyed any of this, don't forget to tell
Anything.
someone about it who doesn't already know about it, and let out a little hate grunt every now and then, just to get it off your chest and
Right.
into your mind.